Okay, so I'm about to do a party, so I'm all sort of set up, and I've got my dots trick. So how I usually introduce the dots trick is that they've got to have a good memory and a good imagination. So I do an imagination thing. I was like, right, okay, that's really good. You're nearly ready, but we've got to make sure that your imagination, your memory is just brilliant. And then I might go, okay, so, and they all, I say, hands up, who's got a good memory? And they go, yeah, okay. Pick one of them. What can you remember what you had for your dinner? And they're all like, and then they're all thinking like, remember, okay, look, you're good, but I've still got to do another check. So I'm pretty sure you can all count. So we're not going to worry about that. This is just about your memory, okay? And because I do virtual parties, I have to get them to use their fingers. But obviously on a physical party, they're going, they're shouting out the numbers, obviously. So I bring it out and I go, right, okay, so just tell me. And on Zoom, just in case you do any Zoom parties, I always say to the children, now remember, I can't see myself, I can only see you on the screen, okay? So can you all tell me how many dots are on this side, just using your fingers? So one, you all saying one? Okay, let me have a look. One, brilliant. Okay, so now all you got to do is remember that there's one. All right, remember that there's one. Okay, so now while I'm doing that, I'm kind of got my hand, this hand ready, sort of like that. Okay, so I'm kind of, that's the position that I'm in. So I do that. I'm just showing them like that, and then to turn it, I'm doing that. So even I can even glance at it, so I can see that it's covered. Yeah. So I'm turning it. Okay. So now tell me how many dots are on this side. And then it will go 4, 4, 4. You sure? Okay. Okay. Let me check. Okay. Let me check. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. There's 4. Okay. So now all you got to do is remember that there's 4 and remember that there's 1. So that's all you got to do. And I'm looking at them, and obviously on the screen, I'm looking at them, and they're all and I'm like, what? 2. No. You said 1. And at this point, it's quite funny to say, are you sure you can count? And then they're like, oh, okay, let me check. Okay, because remember, I can't see. Hold on. 1, 2, 2. Oh my goodness, you're right. How did that happen? Okay, just remember that there's 2. Okay, that's the most important thing. Remember that there's 2, and then you just need to turn it because you know there's 5. And remember that there's 4 on this side. And then they're all going 4, 4, 5, 5. And I'm like, what? 5. Are you sure? Okay, let me check. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, you're right. And they just go, you know what? The more with this trick, the more that you're amazed yourself, the more they'll find it funny. Yeah. And if you notice, I'm like looking up here when I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know what I mean? It works really well. And again, so what I'm doing now is, okay, while they're all doing that, I might just take this side and move the dot down. Now, I've been doing this for a long time now, so I know that I've moved the dot down and it's going to be fine. It might be a bit wonky, but hey, it's there. But you might want to just, have a little glance, and you can see, and you can actually have a glance when you're turning it. So, okay, so all right, just remember that there's 5 and remember that there's 2 on this side. And it goes on like that. And then there's 3. And I'm like, what? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, you're right. And then again, you just, all I'm doing is I'm looking. I don't even need to look at you now, but I would just glance, move it over and glance and see that it's there. So I've done the maneuver already. There's 6 on this side. And then I can turn it over like that. And then they're going 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. So I won't go through the whole lot, but that is how I do it. So I don't know if that's helped. I hope it has. If you feel it has, share it with others. But yeah, this is my favorite magic trick. My favorite. I mean, memory hasn't actually got anything to do with the next magic trick, my big magic trick, nothing at all. Imagination, yes, but not memory. But they don't remember that, remember that. So you just, but the whole thing is, that is the trick. So if you master that, and you can get, you know, just and just keep practicing with the moving of behind you. And you know what, it doesn't even matter. It does not even matter if they know, because they, you know, especially with the older kids, you know, because they reckon they've got it already. And you can do this with older kids, you know, you can do this with older kids as well. And what I do with the older children, like 9, 10s, 11s, is I'm just more sarcastic, you know, I'm just more sarcastic. So, and I'm, rather than go, oh, you know, when there's a new one, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what, you know, what the, you know, more like that than, you know, so you just change the way you are. And the older they are, you can even do Charlie with the older ones, and just really be funny with Charlie with older children and adults. You really can. It's hilarious. It's just, you're just being more sarcastic, basically. Right. I hope that's helped. All right. Bye.